morning of 12 July 2010, I was in charge of a quick reaction force. We were pushed out to the Arghandab River Valley.
My lieutenant decided to do a quick stop right by the fob. I mean, we were 1 minute away from the fob, and we could have walked there.
There's some guys that like to shoot at us from that ghost town because they can shoot at our fob and then sneak out the backside of the city. They ended up going over a wall and setting off an IED, and one of our guys got hit pretty bad.
We decided to do one last minute stop, and sure enough, we got engaged and I got hit by a sniper.
And I was moving up. I had like 3 more guys to go. And I don't know if I stepped half a step off of our point man's trail or if somebody was watching us, but it was an instant sandstorm. I closed my eyes, like everything just went quiet.
I got hit on my hand first, and then as soon as I turned around, I got hit one more time on the back, and it went right underneath my armor, so it paralyzed my right leg from the knee down.
I felt weightless, like weightlessness. Kind of like if you're in the deep end of a pool and you're just floating around. I could tell my body was moving, but I wasn't doing anything. And then the movement stopped, and I had ended up landing on my back with my pack holding my hips up in the air, and kind of whatever was left draped over the top. You're thinking this doesn't happen to me, but it did.
I was in a coma for about 3 months because of all the damage that was done. My chance of survival was very minimal. They left me open for about 3 months and numerous surgeries to be able to fix everything that got damaged in my insides. You know, one of my kidneys got reattached. I have an artificial bladder made out of intestines. My liver was really damaged. Fortunately, it bounced back because it can repair itself. They had to remove, I want to say, like, I can't give you an exact number of how many feet, but they moved a lot of small intestines and things like that.
Physical wounds generally heal. And part of the battle is getting over those physical wounds and any, you could say, disfigurements or anything along those lines, but that stuff you can get past. The true battle carries on with the thoughts, the scenes, the stuff that you can't forget. It doesn't matter if you close your eyes and you sleep. It doesn't matter what you do, it's still there. It's an ongoing battle, and even though it's stated that the wars are over, it's not. Not for those that are back here just still trying to move from day to day. There's still too many suicides that are happening each day, and it's a travesty. It's part of the reason we're around, to try to get you out, get you doing something that you can enjoy and love.
You get in a mindset where all you know is the military, and all of a sudden you can't do it anymore, because that's really the big problem, is what's next. I wanted a change in my life. I was in a lot of pills, a lot of medicine that I was put in, and I was in a pretty dark place for a while. I hit up Chris with Operation Comfort, and I asked him, hey, are you guys still doing the sled hockey thing? I need some sort of cardio, right? And he's like, yeah, man, just come out, we'll get you fitted or whatever. And I ended up here, and now this is all I'm doing full time. It gives me something to push forward to.
At first, I was doing hand cycling, just get back into getting physically fit after being in the hospital and lost so much weight. Then they have you try to gain your weight back to be healthy again. And I think it was just a little bit after that, Chris came to me and he was like, hey, you want to try sled hockey? So I got on the ice after a few practices, kind of get your bearings and start moving, and it kind of gives you a sense of like you're flying around. It's fun.
Playing with the San Antonio Rampage sled hockey team, which is an all-military veteran team, it definitely gave me that confidence and bring a little bit of happiness for me, just because you're back to a team, For me, it just felt great just to be able to play a sport that you fell in love with growing up.
Operation Comfort, it's a 501c3. It was started up in 2004 by Janice Rosnowski. She was an American Airlines flight attendant. She was flying guys to and from theaters. She wasn't seeing anybody wounded at the time, but she was hearing about everybody that's coming back. She felt that she could do more than just be a flight attendant on a flight. She lived in Austin, then she realized the BAMC was in the area. And so she started making daily drives to the hospital, trying to provide just any assistance, getting laptops for whoever was wanting a laptop, getting phone cards, getting just one thing after the other. And then she had a guy that was missing both his legs, said, I want to ride a bike. You're missing your legs, how are you supposed to ride a bike? Showed her a hand cycle, so she went out and raised the funds to get hand cycles and started a hand cycling program. We ended up going to on a ski trip. And they said, you have to do cross-country skiing and you have to play sled hockey. There was not a single individual on that trip that wanted to play sled hockey. As soon as we got in the sleds, as soon as we started skating, we started beating on each other, everybody wanted to play sled hockey and even returned for a couple extra days. So once she saw the gleam in everybody's eyes, she said, we have to have a sled hockey team. And it happened to work out where the Rampage were willing to help us out, help with getting some gear, getting us going. Each program that's been started has been through somebody's want at some point. Whenever the need arose, Janice would sit there and look and say, well, let's make it happen. And that's really where it all kicked off. It was just one woman's drive to want to help and not settle for here to have some cookies or have this. It was, I want to do more. What do you need?
Really want to thank Operation Comfort. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for them, and they have helped out so many veterans tremendously. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be sitting here. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be playing the sport that, later fell in love with. Thank you.